Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play him in.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun. Fires and picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Line gets set, 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He finds his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. This time on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Run in the red zone, it's Hemby. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to find his man on first down. It's caught downfield. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Orji.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Fair catch, called for and made. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Now on 2nd down. On the run, it's Temby. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field.
First down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. To the air, it's Edwards. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Floating away. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
That's a first down for the offense.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It's 4th down and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The give to the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. On the move to his left. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Terrapins get it up to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Edwards. He looks that one in nicely.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Looking for space. It's Hemby. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Holds it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pop.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. To the air, it's Orji. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Man, come on now. O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A high kick trying to pin them deep. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Pulls it in. It's Howard. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. 1st down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Shoots it to the left. And wings it incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Still running at the 40. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got his man quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the field.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Catch in the middle, it's Hemby. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route?
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on third down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense the defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Good enough for first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And the senior would love to have that one back, just a little too much on the pass. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Another sack by this defense. But how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And they'll blow it dead just across midfield around the 45. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Going up top on first down.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Third and short now from their own 48. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Muscling ahead on third and short. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the RPO, complete. At the 45, on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Dropping back, it's Edwards. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection on third down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Field goal is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, Maryland, 9.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Getting some heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Edwards. Finds a spot in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
I'll I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That's caught. It's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And first down.
Looking to throw it again. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Makes his connection. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. He wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The play action fake. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Orji. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Give to the single back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. They're trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Hands it off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.